Welcome back to the Loan Arranger Radio Show with Bruce Woodburn, Cross Country Mortgage. This is the last 15 minutes, and I am really excited to be able to get a lot of stuff out. Whether you're looking to buy a home, refinance, build, renovate, I can help you. Either one, anything you want. You want veterans, you want a mortgage, you want a refinance, you need an IRRRL mortgage for a refinance, I can help you with that. Purchase veterans, I specialize in VA loans. Do not think that USAA is a better option for you. Trust me, they're not. They're not. They're gigantic, but they're not. My loans are better, cheaper, more efficient, and easier to get. So you want a great mortgage as a veteran, you come see the Loan Arranger. I'm here. Go to WeBringYouHome.com. And here's another thing. You get a personal visit with me. Every single client gets a personal visit with me. You call my office and you talk to anyone on my team. When they answer the phone, they're going to say the first thing we need is get you set up with a personal or a Zoom meeting with Bruce. Now, are you going to do that with Rocket and see the guy that runs Rocket? No. Are you going to go to the credit union and see the person who runs the mortgage department? First of all, they don't even know what the heck they're doing. They have no clue as to what they're doing, and they only have their own products. So if you think your credit union's the best way to go, let me tell you why people choose the Loan Arranger. Okay. I'm going to give you all of the reasons they choose the Loan Arranger. Number one reason, I'm a national lender. I'm one of the top producers in the entire country, not just locally. I close fast, 21 days on average. And since Cross Country is the largest retail lender in the country, our pricing is better than anyone. That's one reason. Second reason, if you are buying a home in today's market, you want a competitive edge. Go to your credit union, get yourself pre-qualified, then go to a realtor and then try to make an offer on the weekend. And when that listing agent sees your pre-approval from either a Rocket or a credit union, they're going to go, no. Why do you think realtors don't like you going to a bank or credit union? Because they don't perform, folks. Otherwise, they wouldn't care. There's not a doggone realtor that I know that's worth their weight in salt that has any type of reasonable production that would refer a transaction to a bank. They don't do it. They don't do it. And the only realtors that refer their mortgages to Rocket Mortgage are the ones that are paying for the Rocket Mortgage leads. They can't get business on their own, so they're paying for their leads. Same with these Zillow agents. They couldn't find a client if they had to beat their way out of a wet paper bag. So what they do is they buy you. They don't earn you. They buy you. Isn't that pathetic? I think it's pathetic. And then they sell your data off all over the place. So listen, so you use the Loan Arranger. Here's why. If you get your mortgage at your credit union and you want to make an offer on Saturday and your realtor goes, hey, we need your lender to update the pre-approval letter, I would bet you it's late Monday, if not Tuesday, before that updated pre-approval letter comes. Try to reach them on the weekend. Not going to happen. You can't reach them after 3:30 on Friday, let alone on the weekend. I have loan officers available 7 days a week. 7 days a week. I do 2 shows on Saturday. I do a show on Sunday. I got 2 podcasts going on. I've got YouTube channels. I've got a lot of stuff going on. You know what the Loan Arranger does? Returns phone calls on the weekend. Now, do I want to talk to you about that you're missing W-2 that I'm waiting for, or your Wells Fargo bank statement that I need for your loan? No, don't call me on that on the weekend, please. But you want to make an offer on a house? You want to get pre-approved? You want to talk to me about what type of loan might be better for you? Call me. Okay. Now we can talk during the week. That's great. But I want my clients to win on the weekends. So here's what I do. Here's the difference. I fully approve my clients for a loan. That means you got to give me every document that I need. Why? Because I'm going to make you special. I'm going to make you stand up against other offers. I'm going to make you shine better than the other offers that the seller is entertaining. How do I do that? By positioning you so you look like cash. How do I do that? I fully approve your loan and I have an underwriter. Folks, pre-approval letters are written by loan officers. There's not a loan officer with any bank, credit union, or mortgage company that can approve a mortgage. Not even me. I can't approve your loan. Only an underwriter can approve your loan. So how do I get to write an approval letter? Kind of doesn't make a lot of sense. So I have your loan pre-underwritten. That way all conditions are solved. All we need is a contract on a house and you're ready to go. But when I do that, I guarantee the seller that I can close your loan in 21 days or less. I'll close them in 10 days in some cases. 10 days. There ain't a credit union on the planet that'll do that. So that positions you to look like a cash buyer. Then I call the listing agent that represents the seller when your agent sends that pre-approval letter in, and I say, hey, I'm working with John and Mary Smith, and they're looking to buy your property on blah, 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 blah Avenue. I just want to tell you a little bit about them. They're fully approved. They've already been to underwriting. I've got their docs. I got their pay stubs, their W-2s, their tax returns, their bank statements, their photo ID. I know where all the money is. There's no contingencies on this loan. They're rock solid. And I'll guarantee if you select my client as your buyer, I'll guarantee your seller that I'll close on the closing date or before, or I'll pay them up to $500 a day. That sets you apart, my friend. You don't think that helps you? My real estate agents love it because no one else does that. Nobody else is going to put their money where their mouth is. Pay the seller if they miss a closing. Do you know that 67% of now I think this number is really high. I think it's pathetic. It makes me sick to my stomach even to say it. 67% of people that are getting a mortgage and buying a home either don't close on time or don't close at all. Now, there's a high population that think they're approved and they're not approved. I see it every day. I got realtors calling me. I had two today going, Bruce, I'm going to need you to save this deal. It's falling apart. They tried to get the client to me to begin with. Maybe the client was resistant, decided that I'm in love with my credit union, or I met my brother's best friend's a loan officer out of Hoboken, and I really want to use them. I'm not going to call you an idiot, but you're the next best thing. Don't do it. I'm local. My reputation stands for itself. My pricing is unbelievable. My service is impeccable. Impeccable. That's why I can close on time. Every one of my clients gets an update every single Tuesday. Every realtor, buyer's agent, seller's agent, you know what's going on all the time. That's why I don't miss closings. Call me right now. Right now. Realtors, builders, clients, refi, purchase. You want to build? Call me now. 813-213-4009. That's 813. Or go to webringyouhome.com. That's webringyouhome.com. And we're going to have a personal meeting. First thing my team does is set you up with a personal one-on-one consultation with me. So first thing they do. Now, they're going to gather your docs first because I don't want to talk to clients without knowing what I'm looking at. I don't have enough. There's not enough hours in my day to get a first-time home buyer or a move-up buyer on the phone and goes, yeah, you hadn't pulled my credit yet, but I think I make this much money and I can do this. I'll have a consultation with you quickly, but I want your data so I can drill down. Now, listen, I'm ADD, so I don't have a lot of attention span. Not very much, like very limited. So I want to drill down on solutions for you as quickly as possible. But we do that in person or on a Zoom meeting. It's required. You'd have to pull teeth to get a Zoom meeting with half these lenders out there. They don't do it. They don't do it. 407-706-3313 or 813-213-4009 or go to webringyouhome.com. I want to tell you about something a little bit more personal for me. So after my 20s, I started to put on weight. I got pretty heavy. I got up to about 285 pounds. Now I'm going to tell you something. It's not healthy. It wasn't healthy for my knees, my joints. I've had to have a hip replacement. You don't look good. You don't look good naked. I can guarantee you that, folks. So I tried all kinds of weight loss, some Medi weight losses and different things, and went on all kinds of stuff. And I even tried GLP-1s. They didn't work. I got turned on to age rejuvenation. I thought it was too good to be true. I really did. But they dialed in. They did extensive blood work. And they said, nope, we're going to put you on this and this. We're going to mix that with this. We're going to do this and that. And by God, 3 months later, weight starts coming off. Now, listen, folks, you can't expect a lot of results immediately. Some of you will get those promises that you'll lose a lot of weight in the first 25 days. You can do that with GLP-1s, but you'll be sitting on the toilet all day long. I don't think you want that. The reason it takes 3 months is you should work your way up to the correct dosage. My son, when he tried it, they put him on 75 milligrams of Manjaro, and he was throwing up and sitting on the toilet with diarrhea all day long. That's ridiculous. I'm sure he'll be proud that I said that on the air. So I'm just telling you, it's not healthy. You want the right place. So you tell Age Rejuvenation, call me. I'll connect you directly with the owners and the people that run the organization. They do in-person consultation or Zoom meetings, but you actually have a doctor looking at your blood work, and they'll dial it in for you. Call me now and I'll connect you with Age Rejuvenation. 813-213-4009 or 407-706-3313. Go to WeBringYouHome.com. I got a direct link there, but they have different specials going on, so you should call me about it. It worked for me. I lost 77 pounds. I'm not proud of it, but I don't go to the gym. Okay. I don't go to the gym. I'm sorry. My wife and I split a meal and still bring dinner home. I save as much money on alcohol and food that it costs me to do Age Rejuvenation. By the way, they do not pay me for this ad. I do it because I like to help you find things that work for me. I'm promoting them. There you go. All right. Back on track. Let's talk about interest rates. So you guys all know that since we started bombing Iran, and I think it was the right thing to do, so don't get me wrong, I support Trump. I'm paying the higher gas tax, higher gas prices, and I'm happy to do it because he's protecting me and my country and my future and my grandchildren. So I believe in that. I believe that they were an evil empire that would have definitely used a nuclear weapon if they had the opportunity to. They're animals. They're animals. Now, I love the Iranian people. I got a couple of friends that are Iranian, and I love them. Manaz, if you're listening to me out there, or Minnie, her husband, I love you guys. You're amazing people, and I pray for your country. But I hope that your country can stand up to the regime and start taking it over. But interest rates started to get worse after that because oil was cut off, and it's gotten worse. So listen, interest rates are up a little bit. They're in the mid sixes, 6.5. Some are even 6.75, but that's okay. I'm telling you, you're not going to get the fives anytime soon. I don't think it might not even happen. Now I'm hearing word that the new Fed chair might even raise the Fed rate instead of lower the Fed rate. Why do you think that is? Inflation, folks. Now, I think the inflation is short-lived because I think it's a temporary inflation because of the whole oil BS that's going on. So once we open up the strait, and I think Trump's going to have to start putting his foot down and quit pussyfooting around. I got to tell you, I know why he's doing it, because he's got to show all these other countries that he's trying to be a good player in the sandbox, but he's getting tired of it. And you know what? Sooner or later, he's going to go, you know what? I'm just going in there and I'm going to take care of this business and be done with it. And I wish he would do that. I wish he would just annihilate half of that doggone place. But I don't want him to destroy the infrastructure for the good people that live there. And he doesn't want to either. He doesn't want to either. But right now, interest rates are up a little bit, but they started to improve on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Okay, so we're starting to see a little bit of a recovery, but that's why inflation is up, gas prices are up, and interest rates are up. But here's what that did for you buyers. This is the golden nugget right here. That problem created an opportunity for you to buy a home. I want you to call me now at 813-213-4009. Go to WeBringYouHome.com. The owner ranger is going to show you how to get into a house, negotiate a hell of a deal, and I'm going to refer you to a real estate agent that will give you up to 25% of their commission back in your pocket and negotiate more closing costs paid. And if you want my down payment assistance program, you can come up with no money down, and you don't even have to be a first-time home buyer. It just has to be a primary residence. Don't forget the Loan Arranger. I'm right here to help you. 407-706-3313, 813-213-4009. WeBringYouHome.com. God bless you. Happy Memorial Weekend to you. I love you guys, and I look forward to hearing from each and every one of you.